There's multiple reasons why I'm not going on any cruises, and that's just one
Push me
more.
overboard and let me float.
Oh, here.
I told my husband, I said, I don't know, you can jump in a car, you can drive me down the road, but I'll get home somehow.
I was there. The place was, it was busy. I was there probably 3.5 hours. So it's usually not like
Hi, can I help you?
an hour at least.
Is this me?
Yes, it's in here. Which door did you come in, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I'll make sure that's all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It is 7:30. I'm going to go ahead and call to order the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for January 9th, 2023. If we could please stand and take the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, we're going to take roll call to determine a quorum. Mr. Bergen. Here. Mr. Crawford. Here. Ms. Lucio.
Here.
And Mr. Early is here. Mr. Baker has stepped down from the board, and we do not have a replacement for him as of yet. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, so as everybody looked over the agenda is changing. We will not have we will elect officers and then hear the variance request for Hillside Circle, but we will not have the Heritage Place tonight. It's been tabled. Okay? So if anybody wants to look over that agenda other than the Heritage Place and make a motion to approve. All right, we have a first by Mr. Crawford. Do I hear a second?
I'll say.
Second by Ms. Lucio. All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right. Motion carries. All right. It says approval of minutes on the agenda, but we don't have the minutes in our packet. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't see him.
I did not have them. Okay. All right. So I am going to open it up at this point to public comment. If anyone would just like to say anything in general, step forward. No one? All right, we'll move on. All right, we have no old business, so the new business is the election of officers. So we need nomination for president and vice president. And do we still need secretary, or is that Tony?
I think it's Tony.
Okay. I think that's what we did last year. We just made Tony secretary. So, all right, so I'll open up to the board for nomination, first of all, for president.
Mr. Early.
I knew that was coming.
I knew you didn't want it, but you
Okay,
could.
no, it's all right.
Shouldn't be so good at your job.
I'll accept the nomination, so, no. Any other nominations for president? That's me. Okay, so I guess hearing none, we'll close the nominations for president. And now I'll open up to the board for nominations for vice president. And I can't be both, so it's got to be one of you guys.
Mr. Bergen.
Mr. Bergen, we have a nomination for Mr. Bergen. Mr. Bergen, care to accept the nomination?
I guess so.
Okay. Any other nominees from the board? Hearing none, we'll close the nominees for vice president. So we'll take a vote together for vice president, Mr. Bergen, and for president, again, Mr. Early. So any discussion? All those in favor of electing that slate of officers signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Congratulations.
Still in the mess.
I'm not missed a meeting yet in 7 years, so we're good.
Hey.
We're good. All right, so the new business we have tonight is for variance request, special exception for 113 Hillside Circle. If the persons who are requesting that variance would please step forward. For the record, if you'd state your name and address, please.
Rebecca Lewis, 113 Hillside Circle.
All right, and what is your request?
To operate a licensed childcare from my basement.
From your basement, okay, in your home,
Yes.
okay. And is this something that's new, or have you been operating already somewhere?
I have been established for a year.
Okay. In your home?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of, you said licensed daycare, what kind of like
So-
state certified?
Yeah, as of now, I'm unlicensed with a ratio of 5-to-1, so licensing would be a ratio of 12-to-1. So I just want to be licensed for 12-to-1. If I get licensed, it allows me funding to further my education, so that's the goal.
Okay. And is that what you're working on, is further your education too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And have you been operating out of your home, or have you been operating somewhere else?
Out of my home. So I lived in Henryville, and that's when I established Blossoming Babes Learn and Play. I did it from the comfort of my home in Henryville, and then we bought a house here in Charlestown, and I can turn the basement into a daycare, and I've been operating there since almost coming up on a year.
Okay. And why have you waited till now to get the variance?
Well, I didn't know I needed it
Okay.
until I did all my steps for licensings, and this was on there, and I didn't know that I would need this until I got to the end of all of the steps. So I've done my certifications, I've done my background check, and all my other things, and then they said I needed a permit from the city before they could come out and check the house and license me.
Okay. And you have all your licensing in order? Like you already have all that?
Yeah, I have all
established?
my credentials.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions from the board at all? All right, you can have a seat for a moment.
Thank you.
Is there anyone in the gallery that would like to make a comment either for or against this variance? Don't be shy.
Hello.
Hello. If you please state your name and address, please.
Okay, yes, sir. My name is Jake Scott. I live in 111 Hillside Circle, so I'm right next door to them.
Okay.
So we've become neighbors with them within the last year or so, or somewhere in that time frame. But here just to support them. We have no trouble. We support them. They're doing everything. The parents are very cordial and respectful of the surroundings, and we don't have any issues with what they're doing there. Fully supportive. So
Okay.
that's just as a neighbor. We haven't seen anything that would be a threat to the neighborhood or our street. So we're just here to support them
Okay.
tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Have a seat. All right. And next.
Hello,
State your name and address, please.
Angela Coleman, and I am a pediatric occupational therapist. I work for First Steps. I met her almost 2 years ago in Henryville, and then they moved here. So I go into the house once a week. I currently see two children in her home. Been there for, almost 2 years, seeing kids. Very clean, very OCD, very friendly. She advocates for the child. She communicates with the parents. She listens to the PT, OT, speech, DT, developmental therapist. Anything we need, she gives us private space. She allows us to see, kids with, peers around. It's a very inviting environment, very productive for, families, especially if they have a child that is receiving therapy and has needs. She's someone you can communicate well with, and
Any questions from the board? Or anyone?
I just have one question.
Okay.
Is it a walkout basement?
Yes, ma'am.
It is, okay.
I've been there before when we've taken the kid, I interact with all the kids, so,
Okay.
you know, I've become friends with, you know, I know any of the kids, we take the kids outside.
Now, you said you're in the daycare in her home once a week. Is that part of your job?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that is my, yeah,
Okay. All right. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Anyone else would like to make a statement, comment? For or against? Anything from the board?
I was reviewing the restrictions for the subdivision itself, and restrictions state that there shall be no businesses run through that subdivision for the restrictions.
Correct.
I also reviewed statute, or I see in the code, regarding child care facilities. They appear to be a different animal. So even if the board approves this request, I don't know if there will be the possibility that there could be a private or an individual that would bring up the restrictions as written for the subdivision that could litigate at some point. So I don't have a problem with this, but just to let you know that there could be something that would arise from the restrictions of the particular subdivision that you live in.
I don't know how accurate my realtor was, but when she was finding us a house, she was supposed to make sure that
Yeah, would you? Thank you.
when we were purchasing our home, that was the goal. I was moving so I could license because our old home didn't have enough space for licensing. So I told her the goal was to be licensed within the year. I'm coming up on a year living there, so I've achieved that this far. And she said that she had done her footwork and had seen that there was no issues with having a licensed child care in that area. I don't know how accurate she is, but she was supposed to verify all of that before we purchased the home.
Right, and child care, like I said, is a different animal. I did seek a little consultation before this meeting, but I did do some research into the subdivision itself, and there is a restriction stating that there would be no businesses run. That falls out, I believe, falls out of our jurisdiction. But, and again, like I said, I don't have a problem with it. So I just wanted to make you aware that something could arise based off the restrictions of the subdivision.
Okay.
And Hillside Circle does not have an HOA, correct? They do not have a homeowner association?
No.
Okay, I didn't think they did. Okay. And you said right now you have, how many children are you caring for?
Right now, my capacity is for 10 children because I have a full-time employee. It's 5 to 1. So my license would allow me to have 2 more kids and be legally licensed to allow me to have funding for the CDA to hopefully expand. My goal is to be a bigger facility within the next year. So.
And my only issue would be is what hours are you operating? Like when do people start dropping the children off and when's the last one picked up?
I open at 7:30 and I close at 5.
Okay. And you just have, it's just a double driveway, I'm assuming, for your home?
Yes.
So are they parking in the driveway to pick up and drop off? Are they parking on the street? Is
They
it causing
park-
any kind of congestion problem?
No, I haven't had any issues this far. They park in my driveway, so like 4 cars can fit into my driveway, and then in front of our house, so that we don't block anybody else's drive.
Right, because it's
And they've been at
not
my-
a wide street to start with. So.
No, and my families have been instructed not to block anybody else's drive, and if for some reason there's no parking, they need to wait, like loop back around, go park somewhere else, gas station, public park, I don't care, and wait, and then you can come back. And if that causes you to be late, then they just notify me that they're gonna be late due to parking. I haven't had that issue, but I knew moving there with the street size and the parking availability that it could occur, so I made a parking policy and had them sign it, and so far it's been running smoothly.
Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions from the board?
With regards to what he was saying about the subdivision, they were all notified, correct? Like,
There were notifications sent out to everyone in Hillside Circle and the Saddle Ridge
okay,
behind it. Any adjoining property was notified.
okay.
And I guess only one family
Yeah,
showed up,
same,
and
yeah.
there were next two neighbors that are in support of it. So
Right, okay.
I did have a neighbor approach me after receiving the notice and asked me about the amount of kids that I would be watching. And she was under the assumption that it would be 30 children, but I can assure you it will not. I'm only requesting a license for 12 children, so.
Any other questions from the board? Okay, thank you. You can proceed.
Thank you.
All right. We have no more discussion. I will entertain a motion to either approve or deny the variance for 113 Hillside.
I'll make the motion to approve it.
Okay, we have a first to approve the variance from Mr. Bergen. Do I hear a second? We have a second from Ms. Lucio. Is there any discussion from the board? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the variance signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your variance has been approved. And there is nothing else on the agenda, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. All right, now Mr. Crawford, he's ready to go now. We have a first, Mr. Crawford, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Second, Ms. Lucio, all in favor of adjournment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
There's no opposed. We stand adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Never a hard one to get.
Yeah.